Hey there and welcome. In this video, I wanted to give a review or a breakdown of one of Dr. Joe Dispenza's newer meditations called Love the Life You Love. So let's dive in. If you are new here, my name is Dr. Jessica. I'm a naturopathic doctor, acupuncturist, and a health coach. And one of the things that I really work with is mindset. And meditation is one of my favorite ways in working with mindset. Now, recently I had a video about creating your dream life. And one of the things in which I've done this with myself and working with clients, I really talk about using meditation or mindfulness as one of those methods to do that. So this meditation is really a perfect partner in working with that, creating your dream life or building a new life, or just if you're looking to create or manifest something, or just to live a happier, healthier life that you really love. So with many of Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations, you can purchase them on his website. But what I have found is that there's not a whole lot of detail or description. So sometimes you don't actually know what you're going to get before you purchase it. And while you can find some meditations online on YouTube, sometimes you just want to know a little bit more before you spend your hard-earned money. So Love the Life You Love is one of the newer meditations. And the description on the website basically says that it's to kind of help you create a new life and experience the joy, the gratitude, or whatever feelings you are looking to bring into that new life. So it's, again, in keeping with his pattern of experiencing those emotions before the event actually happens, which is great. I think that you could use this for health, for wellness, for abundance, for manifesting a relationship, or whatever it is that you choose to focus on. I mentioned before, a lot of times it actually doesn't matter what meditation you do, but we all have our preferences and we tend to vibe with one style versus another. Now, this meditation is about 30 minutes, so it's one of the kind of in between some of the more advanced meditations and a little bit longer, I think, than some of the beginner meditations. So I think it's a perfect sweet spot. So this meditation begins with doing the breath, which he calls pulling the mind out of the body. If you're familiar with reconditioning the body to the new mind or some of his other meditations, he does talk about how to do this specific type of breathing. And what I really love about this version of his breath work is that he's not screaming or he's not yelling. A lot of times it's very forceful when he practices the breath, because you're meant to get, energetic, you're meant to really go all into it. But with this one, the words and his tone of voice is very gentle, very subtle, but you still, with the emotion of the music, you still are ready to go all in. And I find that a really different approach, and I actually really enjoy it. So if you feel like sometimes he's yelling or a little too loud in some of the other meditations, you might want to try this one out. It is very nice change. And if you're not terribly familiar with the breath, I'm not going to break down how he does the breath, but it's very similar to some of the styles of yogic breathing and breathing exercise I've done in the past. But the point is to energetically move the energy from the base of your spine kind of to the top of your head. But from a scientific point of view, what's actually happening when you do this breath is that you're actually changing your brainwave patterns. And sometimes you can go from a high beta brainwave pattern, which is usually unorganized and very chaotic, to alpha and possibly even gamma brainwave states. And if you want more information about that, I would definitely recommend reading the book Becoming Supernatural, or I believe if you go to his website that there's a Q&A about reconditioning the body to a new mind. And it gives more detailed information on how to do the breath and kind of the purpose of the breath. Now, once you do the breath, I think it lasts for about between 5 and 10 minutes. Then he will have you drop into the space, or the nothing surrounding you. And what you're doing here is creating a divergent focus. And in this type of meditation where you're doing a divergent focus, again, what is happening is that you once again are changing your brainwave patterns. You're hopefully going from beta into an alpha and a very organized alpha sort of state. And this is often where you're able to let go of some old patterns or some old ways of thinking. And oftentimes you'll feel a state of calm when you start to enter into this kind of alpha or organized, coherent alpha brainwave pattern. So that is the purpose of then when he says the space or tune into nothing, it's really you creating a divergent focus for your brain or your mind to focus on so that you can basically open up your awareness. So then after that, what he does is have you drop into your heart and where you start to tap into heart coherence. And this is where you start to bring up feelings of elevated emotions. So whatever emotions you want to create in that new life, so if it's gratitude, if it's joy, if it's a feeling of awe, wonder, whatever it is, that's the time to bring up those emotions. Now this helps to start create the pattern of heart coherence. Now I have a previous video, and I'll link it up here, where I talk about heart rate variability and heart coherence. But long story short, between Dr. Joe's research and also research with the Heart Math Institute, they show that when you achieve a state of heart coherence, you start to see good things happen to the body. You start to see decreases in blood pressure. You start to see improvements in the nervous system. You're a lot more likely to be able to tap into the parasympathetic mode. So you're increasing your resistance or your resilience to stress. And you often see your cognitive function start to improve as well. So there's many benefits into having not only this coherent brainwave pattern, but also a coherent heart as well. And if you are familiar with Dr. Joe's work, he calls this the formula, a coherent heart and a coherent mind. So if you're able to achieve this state in your meditations, this is where you really get a lot of the physical and mental benefits out of your meditation. And of course, if you're doing Dr. Joe's work, hopefully you're also manifesting what you're looking to create in your life. So then as you are tapping into, the elevated emotions of your heart, then he will also do a little bit of box breathing. Well, you'll do an inhale, hold it, you'll do an exhale and hold it, and so on and so forth. And I also have another video about different types of breathing exercises, and box breathing is another great exercise that helps to relax the nervous system, especially really useful with things like anxiety and nervousness as well. And then you will just kind of linger in this state of heart coherence, brain coherence, elevated emotion, and a clear thought about what you want to create. And before you know it, the meditation is actually over. Like I said, it's only 30 minutes, so it actually goes by pretty quickly after doing the breath. You get enough time to tap into awareness around you and enough time to tap into heart coherence. And it's a very beautiful meditation, so I would definitely recommend giving it a try. I hope that this video was helpful. If you would like to see more breakdowns or reviews of other types of meditations or other things that I use for mindfulness, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you've learned something, and be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know when I post a new video next week. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.